Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the CRUBCAST, your weekly dose of controlled chaos here in audio form. My name is JTart9. I am here with the dancing man, all hail buckets, Nico.
What's up, gamers?
I am here with the not so dancing person, that Trav guy. And I'm here with Moriarty.
Hello.
I butchered that one. We're talking about trailers today in this episode. What works in a trailer, what doesn't work in a trailer, what we think should be in more trailers, what if you have this in your trailer, you should just kind of cut it out and it would be a better thing altogether. My first immediate reaction is a game that's near and dear to every Crubber's heart, High Guard, in the fact that that trailer just didn't need to exist, period. Because it told us literally nothing about what the game was. Like, I didn't know what High Guard was until I booted it up.
I think that's my biggest gripe with a game trailer is when you leave with almost less information than you started with.
Because, like, you're already fighting for, like, 10 other things to keep in my mind. Like, if you show me, like, 10 game trailers or something, or, like, a bunch of movie trailers before I see a movie in the theaters, like, I'm not going to remember you specifically if you don't do something that, like, really jumps out at me and makes me, like, remember you.
I just need to see gameplay, really. Like, if I don't see any gameplay, I don't understand what type of game it's going to be, right? And, like, I kind of mean that more at the macro level, right? How it controls, that type of thing. I don't necessarily mean I need to know that this is a capture the flag game with a search and destroy component to it. Like, no, I need to know that it's a first-person shooter, right? And we didn't get that.
Are you talking crap about my game High Guard? Hold on. Are you saying that they were misleading in their trailer? Because I don't think that they were.
Not misleading, I just think they provided less information than
they should have.
Should have, yeah.
Like, they said that it was a game that was coming out with horses and it was Jeff's
and guns.
big
And that's
old,
it.
and guns.
Yeah, and that's it.
And it was Jeff's big old, like, one more thing. I have to show you this awesome new game that...
And it was made by the Titan people.
The Titanfall people. Yeah. And Apex Legends by Connection.
Keeps kicking Bloodborne from the slot.
They keep wanting
always
to
gets
show
cut
off
for
Bloodborne.
time.
Yeah, they want to keep
But it
showing off
gets cut
Bloodborne,
for
but it's not
time.
been working.
That's actually the reason why Jeff Keighley's announcement, he was hyping it up so much. He was hyping it up, getting really excited, and then the last minute he read, oh, it's not Bloodborne. He misread it. It's actually Hightail. What is it?
Right.
High Guard. Thank you.
Bro, how do you not remember the most memorable game in the world, High Guard?
I don't remember things.
I can't wait to have the High Guard funeral like we had the Concord funeral on this channel.
The Concord funeral was fun. I miss Concord, dude.
No, you don't.
Concord.
You've never played Concord
No,
in
I
your
don't.
life.
I
You've never once
absolutely
played
do
that game.
not miss. I absolutely do not miss Concord. But you know what?
I think he misses
I have
the vibe.
the Concord PS5 DualSense controller
did you
that I
buy
did
that?
just hold up on the video feed at youtube.com/@CrubOfficial, where you can catch all of our video content, and also at twitch.tv/Crub_official, where you can catch us live every Tuesday between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Back
Did you say
to
6'7"?
No. I don't think I did.
6'7".
6'7".
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to trailers, right, like, I think mostly kind of the issues that I have boils down to, are you showing me the game that I'm actually going to be playing, right? Like, is there gameplay footage, or is it 100% CGI and pre-rendered scenes?
It's
right?
such a balancing act,
like,
because it's like you don't want to show too much where, like, people are not going to be excited about what's in the game, but you also don't want to show too little where they're like, I don't know what on earth this is.
I think we've seen that just doing a CGI pre-rendered thing works fine, because people will get all hyped up and excited, right? And they'll be like, oh my god, it's gonna be so cool, right? Like, Marvel has ruined everybody's brains, right? And so now, because of this, all you have to do is just show key jangle, and next thing you know, the game's gonna sell 1 million copies. And then it's gonna be, you know, oh my god, it's so trash, what a trash game. Yeah, sure, you never knew what you were going to be playing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, showing the gameplay is kind of a necessary thing for me. I won't even look at a game if I don't see the gameplay in the trailer. I won't even look at it. I go immediately, like if I'm watching a trailer during one of these things and it's just pre-rendered slop, right?
Yeah.
For me, I look at that and just go, that is not a game. You have shown me nothing. You have literally shown me nothing and I don't care.
Is this extending to pre-rendered trailers that pretend to be gameplay, i.e. Perfect Dark?
Yes, so that's another issue, right? Like the vertical slice, like the Perfect Dark vertical slice. Boy, that vertical slice, super cool. What a could not real, right? Like they built that purposefully for this single thing, and that's all that ever existed, right? Like their hope was that people would be so excited by this vertical slice that they'd get a bunch of money and be able to actually create that game, and that sucks, right? Like that sucks. Just because I see it in our chat, one of our viewers here brought up the Divinity trailer, right? And that's a weird place for me, right? Because Divinity 4, I look at that and I go, you showed me actually nothing, but also I want Divinity 4. So there was an excitement there in that, like, oh, cool, you've announced this thing and I'm excited that thing is going to exist, but you didn't show me anything, right? But I also have played Divinity. I've played Baldur's Gate 3. I know what Divinity 4 is going to be.
Like, do you think that you can get away with it more? Do you think you can get away with it more because you know what the series is? Is that kind of like what you're saying?
Maybe, right? Like maybe, I think if you're Divinity, you can get away with it because what are you going to show me? Like clicking with the UI? Like that's a little bit, that's a little bit anticlimactic. I understand why you would choose to go with a pre-rendered thing. And so I guess like here's that kind of, we were talking about a fine line and it's difficult and you need a balance of things because I think, if you're talking about a new property, you're talking about a high guard. If you don't show me the gameplay, right, then you're not real. You're nothing, right? You're a nothing thing. But if you're a super high end premium product like Divinity, which is, this ultra premium IP that people love and know and have been playing for decades, right? Like, yeah, you can just show up the logo, right? Like if if they were to announce the next Call of Duty, they don't need to show gameplay. You know what Call of Duty is going to be. If they're going to do the next Diablo, they don't need to show gameplay. You know what Diablo is going to be. You know what these games are, right? So I think, there is sort of a balance between showing me what I want and what I don't. And that just kind of leads into the next problem too, which is like the scripted, ultra scripted gameplay, right? Which is just as bad. And I'm not even talking about like your gamer speak, right? Anthem. Right, yeah, exactly. The Anthem thing, right? Like I'm not necessarily talking about your gamer speak where it's like, hey, are you seeing that? Right? What was that game that was a lie? Right, yeah. The day before, I think it was, the game that was just a scam lie, right? When they introduced their trailer. No, it's called The Day Before. It was a scam. It was like a legit scam.
I was going to say, because No Man's Sky has been making content, so like at launch they might have been a scam, but nowadays I feel like people respect that game.
Justin is just so primed and ready to defend
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky is great.
No Man's Sky.
You should play it.
I was about to say Heartbound. That's a very different game.
Super cool game. Boy, they've managed to make that into one of the best value that you get. Every DLC is free, and there's so much content. I think No Man's Sky has like nearly 1,000 hours of content in it now. It's crazy. But so with The Day Before, right, their trailer, what it does is it shows, two people who are clearly in the Division, and they just ripped the Division, and they're walking through the Division, right? And then they walk into a room, right, and they're like, this is clearly one of the things from The Last of Us, like one of the broken down, like, I don't know, gas station type things, convenience stores, right? From The Last of Us. It's clearly that, right? Like they ripped that from The Last of Us, and they're walking through, and then there's, this really scripted gamer talk of like, hey, did you hear that? Bobby? Where are you, Bobby? Like he'd actually died, right? Like the player who's on Discord with you isn't answering you anymore because he actually died in the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's insane. I don't like that either. So, like, there is a balancing act there between showing me gameplay but not showing me the super cringy, oh my god, where are you? No, we're gonna do this. Don't forget to do... Like, I hate that just as much just as much. So it's difficult, right? Like it's definitely difficult.
Making a good trailer is not easy at all. Like really not.
No. But you do have to show, like, I feel like you have to have people playing the freaking game, unless it's like
I think it does depend. I think it does depend because it's like.
Do you think it extends to story-based games?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you need someone playing Persona 5 to know what Persona 5 is in the trailer? Like, you just need to see flashy animations.
I can get it.
That's one of my favorite. Oh, sorry. Do you want to say your point real quick, Nico?
Yeah, I'm just saying the games. Like, I agree with them. I think games that have a long standing history don't necessarily need too much gameplay, with the exception that if they do like a hard relaunch or like a huge change, like I would have appreciated. I mean, I didn't see the Doom Eternal trailer, right? But like, let's say I haven't seen the Doom Eternal trailer, which I have, right? If I were making a trailer for
saying is true
for Doom Eternal, like having played the 2016 game and like, I would put more emphasis on the movement and the platforming in the trailer.
Yeah,
like
and
because
they did, to be fair,
they did,
because sure, I haven't seen it. Like I said, it's not.
I agree with you. I understand what your concept is here, right? Like if you're making a big change, you should highlight that change. Yeah, and I agree, right?
I agree.
I think with regards to it, you need to kind of separate into different buckets, right? Like, is this a new IP, or is this an established IP, or is it a prestige IP, right? And like, if it is a new IP, I need to know immediately what the genre identity is, like first and foremost, right? It can't be vague. I can't be 90 seconds in and still not able to tell if this is an RPG or a shooter or a survival game, or right. I need to know that right up front. And the one thing that we do tend to get that does this really well, and I don't like these games, but I appreciate how quickly they show me that I'm not going to enjoy it, is all of the cozy farming games, right? Like immediately they show you this is a cozy farming game.
Yep.
Yeah. Right? Immediately. We know what the genre is. We know what the identity. I don't need to see the UI necessarily, right? Like, I understand that it is nice to see the UI, to see that it's cluttered or that it's got, a bunch of microtransactions or, it's a mobile game essentially. Like, yeah, that's a nice thing to have. But in a trailer, I don't necessarily need that. But I do need the identity of the game pretty quickly. I need it right up front, which is why I'm fine with, having a Divinity trailer, which is this premium thing that I already know what the brand is, and really what's the purpose of that? It is not to show me the game, because they don't need to show me the game. What they're doing is they're saying, hey, look, here's the world of this game. Are you excited? It's coming. Right? Versus a new game like a Highguard, which is trying to show me their world. Look how cool our world is, and that is not what you should have been doing. Show me some gameplay. We didn't know how many players were in that game until the game came out. We didn't know that it was 3v3 until the game was released. Right? Because the trailer didn't show you.
We were going to do a bigger Crub stream of that game. And then we realized it was a 3v3 game, so everyone was like, well, we'll put 3 people on the stream, and that's it.
Yeah.
We should have had 2 groups of 3, both like on different halves of the stream. But they're not playing together. It's just they're there.
They're 3 different games.
Subway Surfer it.
Yeah, it's just 2 different
now.
And everyone just talking over each other, just overlapping.
Yeah.
I got an A.
If you just joined the stream, it looks like both teams are fighting each other.
If you just join the stream, calc is short for calculator.
If you're just now joining, calc is
calc is short for calculator.
Anyways, what's 4 times 25?
100.
So yeah, I think right. Like
you're using a calc. No way.
Using a calc. Sorry, Em.
Sorry.
Identity is kind of what I'm looking for, right? Like I want to know what platforms it's on. Is it PC? Is it console? Is it mobile? Is it on all of them? I don't necessarily need you to tell me the price point. Like I don't need to know that it's going to be $79.99. I know that takes a long time and that like there's a lot of consideration that goes into it and pricing is going to change and be flexible. But I need to know if this is a AAA title or an indie, right? If this is an indie title, I need to know that this is going to be a $20 game. If you tell me that it's going to be $20 and it comes out and it's $30, I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with it. But if you show me a trailer and it's a $20 game and, you know, it comes out that it's $79.99, I'm going to be mad. You need to tell me that it's going to be free. You need to tell me it's going to be, hey, Highguard, free. Oh, okay. That's why they got 70,000 people to play it. Because if it had been $49.99, it would be deader than Concord was.
Yeah.
It would have been completely dead, right? So like I need to know more. And like I know a lot of people complain about trailers specifically with regards to like length, right? Oh, it's only 30 seconds of logos and vibes, right? Like, yeah, that sucks and I get it. And oh, it's a 5-minute long trailer that's meandering. Like the Fable trailer they just dropped is an 11-minute trailer, right? And then the short version of it The short version of it is a 30-second trailer, and the 30-second trailer shows you actually nothing, and the 11-minute trailer shows you way too much.
Yeah.
It's so much.
I think Fable is the one to point at, is like, this is like both extremes of like what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, I literally will open up a trailer for a game simply looking for 10 seconds of gameplay, and I'll have to click through like a 10-11 minute video. It's not just Fable. I don't remember what it happened to me for recently, but like it is way too much if it's more than like 2 minutes.
I feel like if you want to find footage for a game, you're probably better off just finding like a Let's Player.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I've done that plenty of times where I've been like,
but that only works for games that are
but
out. That only works for games that are out. Like no one has a Let's Play for a game that doesn't exist yet. So like when you're looking at a Highguard, what is Highguard? Highguard is a game with guns, horses, and siege machines. Is it a first-person shooter? Is it a third-person shooter? Is it a top-down strategy game? Highguard. Is it a top-down strategy game?
All these
that's
things.
like fantasy. Is it RTS? It could be
PvP?
anything.
Yeah,
it could be anything.
You know nothing. You know nothing. And absolutely, that's the kind of stuff that I need to know, especially if you're a new IP. That's what I need to see out of it, right? And like, as long as you do that, that's fine. Like, okay, so what do I really want to know about your game, right? I want to know, is it multiplayer? Is it single player?
Will Elias Tufexis be voicing the main protagonist?
Yes.
That's an important one.
Of course.
Who is that?
Who's that?
I don't necessarily need to know if this is, what the scale is or what the scope is necessarily, right? But it's nice to know. If this is a 100-hour game, that is a nice thing to know in your trailer, right? You don't need to tell me, like, you don't have to do a dump on me of going, this game is multiplayer. It has 100 hours. Like, I don't need that.
Thousands of hours of content.
Give me a vibe. Give me a vibe. Let me know that this is a tightly scripted, single player, story driven, shooter, and it's going to be a 6-hour gameplay. That's fine. If I know that from the trailer, I'm not going to come away and be unhappy, right? I'm going to go, oh, okay. I know what that is, and I know if, I can get the vibe it's going to be a $50 game. Cool. So I can pay $50 for this tightly scripted 6-hour shooter. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. I know what to expect. I'm going to come away from that and be happy, right? So, like, that's what I'm looking for. I want to know. And I get a lot of this stuff comes later, right? Like, you can't necessarily tell me what your monetization is in your trailer, right? Because you may not even know, especially if you're working with a big publisher, right? You may have no idea what kind of monetization you're dealing with. You might
also might not have any control over it, too. Like, the publisher might just be like, this is what the game costs.
Right. You'll have no idea how much it costs, or if there's microtransactions, or if there's, whatever, especially in these free-to-play games, right? So Highguard's free-to-play. We know it's free-to-play. You say it's free-to-play. Show me that there are different skins, right? Show me that you're going to be selling cosmetics and that you're not going to be changing things in the game, that there's not going to be anything that's OP. Again, more is better, but, like, give it to me in a way that I think lets me walk away and go, okay, I will pay money for this. I will invest my time in this thing, and I know what I'm getting. I shouldn't be sitting, loading up Highguard the day it comes out to play it on a stream to make fun of it and not know a single thing about what the actual game is. Right? We learned everything about that game by playing it. We knew nothing because they told us nothing in the trailer except, hey, look, there's a horse.
And there's High Guard.
Right.
I just remembered that I have a horse in this race.
You have a horse in this race? Horse? High Guard?
I have a horse in this race. I edited the launch trailer for Selaco.
I remember you talking about Selaco. You made that trailer, right?
Yeah. I edited the launch trailer for Selaco. And
great game.
In the end, it is. I think that the important thing is that we've already talked about this, but
what kind of game is it? Sorry.
First-person shooter.
Thank you.
Movement shooter. It's really cool. It's a really, really neat game.
Chose to say.
To the audio listeners, Trav pulled out an actual gun and brandished it at the cost of all of us.
Yeah, they're all in the room with me, and I just kind of waved it around a whole bunch.
Yeah, and we all ducked.
It's loaded.
Yeah.
But like in the end, a trailer is just a commercial.
It is a commercial.
And like there's gonna be things that are sometimes deliberately left out of it. Think about like the Nintendo Directs, like which are just glorified commercials on their own, and how they deliberately left out the price for the Switch 2 during their big Switch 2 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Information can be left out deliberately or by accident. And I don't really know how to wrap up this conversation with a bow. Or this.
I think I know what you're saying. Like essentially, like I understand that like sometimes they like things are included or excluded strategically. I just imagine that by the time that you get to the point of needing a trailer, if you are a new IP and you don't have any gameplay, perhaps don't put the trailer out until you have like enough footage from like QA testing or whatever. And like,
well, they just
not
get the
QA
footage,
testing,
right?
That's bad. But like, yeah, they can
Like they
record
just
some footage. Like it'd be fine
to go get the footage.
Right.
I actually think that the Selaco one is.
Like, damn.
I think Selaco is kind of perfect, right? Because like what Trav did there with the Selaco trailer is make a trailer that's really, really kind of what I'm looking for, right? Like I get what the gameplay is. I know what the experience is because it's basically like a big rapid montagey kind of kill cam type thing, like you would see in one of Trav's videos at the beginning, right? Like that's what it is. And it's really neat and it's cool and it's got like that good vibe where you get a feel for the whole game from this 30 seconds of trailer, right? And you get a vibe for kind of how much is it going to cost? What kind of it, what is my moment to moment experience in this game? Well, it's blowing shit up with particle effects everywhere and this incredible what they've managed to do with the Doom engine is just that's in the Doom engine, Nico.
This is
in the 1999 or whatever GZ Doom or whenever it came out. It's crazy.
Number one, that's really impressive. Number two, this trailer shows you exactly what you need. Good job, Trav.
Yes,
this shows you
exactly what you need.
Literally exactly all the information that I needed was in the first 24 seconds at the very least.
Yes, you get the whole game. And that's what I'm saying.
All
right?
you
like,
need to know. Yeah.
If you're going to do something, High Guard could have done that too. And they
High
just
Guard could have
didn't.
done that and it could have worked for High Guard, but like I feel like Selaco's trailer that Trav was able to put together has the benefit of having gameplay that is super flashy. Like, I don't think that would work for something like a Civ. You'd have like a grand sweeping opening and then it would turn into a board game.
Well, also, I feel like flipping that backwards, I'm going to throw that back at you. I'm going to like crumple it up like a little ball and toss it at you like I'm at the back of the class and I'm being rowdy. So think about if you did do a trailer of the gameplay of Civ, wouldn't that slower gameplay, that wouldn't quite hook you? Wouldn't that hook the audience that they're trying to hook, though?
Right, exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Like it should be focused on the actual players who are going.
Because if we try to appeal it to everyone, a lot of people are going to buy the game and go, "This is ass. This is not what I thought it was."
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. That is true. Well, did you say the word Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, not due to the trailer, but just I think a lot of people bought that game.
I also want to say, all right, here, I want to ask you guys a quick question. What are your guys' favorite game trailers, if you have one?
Great question. I think probably one of my favorite game trailers. Do you count it as a trailer? The trailer where they announced in Smash Ultimate that everyone was back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That was I was working an internship in college, and that direct happened while I was on the clock. And I was lucky enough to work a job where I like could do the work and also have something on like a side monitor. Like I would usually put like music on or something just to help me focus. And the direct was going on, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh my God, they finally brought back. I was like, first off, amazing that they brought back Roy. I was very excited for Roy. And then I saw a couple characters like, oh my God, they brought Ice Climbers back. Oh my God, they brought Wolf back. And then they hit that inflection point in the trailer when you get to
is here, right,
Shadow Moses.
Snake.
Yeah, with Shadow Moses and Snake shows up and everyone is here. I started, like, I had to like go to the bathroom. Like, cause I was in the middle of like it was in the middle of like an office with cubicles. To give the image of what my job was. It was cubicles in an office space, and I had to like literally grab my phone and like leave and go to the bathroom and like be able to compose myself in the bathroom because I was so hyped at that moment of just boom, everyone's here. Everyone that you know from Smash is in this game, and you want to play this game, and then the music crescendos at just the right moment, and like it just works.
Well, it followed all the rules, right?
Yeah.
Like all of the rules that I just brought up, that did. It told you everything you needed to know. It was a premium, product, and it said, here's this thing, here's the changes, everything that you wanted to know.
It didn't tell you the changes in the gameplay, it just told you what the characters were. And then Sakurai then spent 20 minutes telling you like, oh, if you press the shield button and you roll multiple times, you'll stale your rolling. But like that one trailer of everyone is here, like it hits every single mark that I think a trailer should hit. Of just like, it's Smash Bros. You know what Smash Bros. Is. These are the characters you'll be able to play as in this game. We're showing you the characters that you may not have seen in Smash before, but they're in the game now. Oh, just kidding. It's all the characters that were ever in Smash ever. They're back. And then Crescendo was showing them. It showed I think it was the first title drop too. Like that was the first time they ever showed that it was titled Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it really like capped off like this is an ultimate version of the game. Everything is here. Everything that you've ever wanted from the series is in this game. Still missing Poke Floats, but you can't have everything.
Right. I don't think I have a favorite. I don't have any that I can list off the top of my head as like a good example. I just looked up the Armored Core 6 trailer, and it's like pretty not like, it's actually like the opposite of like everything we just said that we want. I don't know if I give Armored Core 6 the historical pass to not have gameplay in the trailer. They didn't have gameplay in the trailer. I don't know if I give them that pass, and I'll say it's because
here's a thought I want to rummage through your brain real quick, Nico. A lot of early trailers for games, which are more cinematic trailers, they're usually made when there isn't anything presentable for the game yet. Regardless of my opinion on that, I want to poke your brain a little bit and get your opinion on that. These are games. It's basically the retail equivalent of like a board going, "Hey, this is in production now. Let's commission an animation for the game to get people excited." We don't like it's an investment through and through. Like you are getting people excited, even though you have nothing to show for the game yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna do that, you have to have elite tier project management. Mm-hmm. But I also just think like from a standpoint of like, how do I get the most people to engage with this? Mm-hmm. I feel like you have to. I feel like we haven't found the sweet spot in terms of gaming. Like I feel like there's trailers that are like, this is like 3 to 5 years away, or trailers that are like, this is coming out next week. And I think there's a sweet spot somewhere in the middle there where you would build up enough hype, have enough material ready to be able to present what you need to present, and also like get people excited at a rate, at like a clip where you don't leave their short-term memory before the game drops, but it's also not right away. Like it's not like you give it some time to build up hype, but not enough time for people to forget that, oh yeah, this is coming out, right?
Well,
I
the
don't
only
think
reason
we've hit
that happens, right, is because of these companies that feel that they need to maintain a level of hype for you to keep invested in them, right? So that's why we see them from big companies that are trying to impress investors, right? We're getting them from your Sonys and your Microsofts and EAs and stuff like that. You don't see a whole lot of indies who are coming out there and showing a trailer 5 years ahead of time. You know what I mean? That's just not a thing.
Yeah, and you are Nico is one that has said that he would like to know what is happening.
I do want to know what's
Regardless
happening.
of trailers. He just wants to know what's like, if a game is even happening, like is it coming out at all? And he was like, just tell us. You before said to us that you like, even if it's 5 years down the road, you'd like to know the chart, like the timeline of like what's coming out.
If it's for pre-existing properties that have long time fan bases, yes. Like
for you, it's like even if there's another Dark Souls or Bloodborne along the way, you want to know about it, even if you're not getting it for like 5-6 years.
Right, like the things that I'm rabid for, I want to know everything about, and the things like, you know, and so like I think for long-standing series that makes sense, right? Be like, this is in the works, this is in the works, this is in the works. Not making any promises on it, but they're in the works type beat, right? I don't understand the secrecy.
Do you want that like Marvel like timeline where they release every year at like Comic-Con, where they're like, this is the next 10 years of movies that are planning to come out?
I think you have to avoid going on like an annual or a regular schedule, because I think that puts too many promises in the hands of like the companies. I think you just have to like not promise a date and be like, it's on the timeline, like it's in our heads. Because I don't even know if FromSoft knows Bloodborne exists right now. Nobody knows. Like I'm being hype.
I'm for Switch 2.
I'm being like,
I'm being
I'm making a hyperbole, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dusk Bloods.
They're making Bloodborne 2 for Switch. Yeah.
Right, and it's just like,
which is apparently a co-op game, which is weird.
I don't really care about that one, to be honest with you.
What if it comes out and every Bloodborne YouTuber's like, oh my god, it's Bloodborne 2? Would you have to buy a Switch 2 at that point?
Then perhaps I'd have to buy a Switch 2. No, I'd probably just borrow somebody's Switch.
I don't have a Switch 2 either, now that I think about it. I can't play it with you, Nico. I'm sorry.
I'd borrow someone's Switch 2. I'd come and play it at Kevin's house or whatever. Like,
live at Kevin's house for a week to play Dusk Bloods.
Yeah, right. Like then
you can play Mario Kart World and make a decision on whether or not you like that game.
I've played it enough now that I know that I don't like it as much as I liked 8 for Switch. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. I feel like I want to know for things that are long standing, things that I'm excited about, but if it's a new property, you have to have the right timeline, and it often is not. But to Moriarty's point, money and investors.
That's really what it comes down to with a lot of these. And the thing is that you're not wrong about the secrecy being kind of stupid, right? If anybody was going to prove that secrecy doesn't matter anymore, it is in fact Marvel. They've shown that you don't need to hide what you're doing.
All of their teasers for Doomsday have leaked online like a month before they were supposed to come out too.
Yeah, and it changes nothing, right? People are still just as excited as they have been. I don't understand it myself, but you know, like it still is just people being excited. The reason why it doesn't work quite as easily, right? Like it's not a perfect analogy there, is that video games are a lot easier to make than a movie, right? Like they're easier to distribute, not in that they are easier to create, right? I'm not saying that. What I mean is that
they're easier to produce and distribute. Yeah, I understand this.
So if I put out, hey, I'm making Bloodborne 2, it's gonna be out in 2026, right? And it is currently 2022, right? By the time 2026 rolls around, there will be 57 different Bloodborne knockoffs that already exist, that have been out for a year or two. There will be indie games, there will be, triple I games, there will be double A games, because everybody wants to get that Bloodborne money now, right?
Yeah, but most of them aren't sauced. Lies of P was sauced, and that's the difference. So I'll get to that in a second.
I will say it's also very interesting to think of too, because something like a Bloodborne is easy to like just steal the idea of and kind of like put your own spin on it and be like, it's Bloodborne, but you're a crab.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But then you have something like GTA 6 where like it's been, that game's been coming out, it's been leaked multiple times, like it's happening, and no one's making GTA 6. You know what I mean?
You can't, that's okay, but
you
that
can't make
isn't
GTA
fair.
6 without spending $1 billion. So like,
right, that's not fair. GTA, there's a reason why we don't see GTA clones, right? We saw Saints Row, and that was basically it. And even them, they had to go and spend an insane amount of money, and nobody remembers Saints Row 1 or 2 very well, right?
I love Saints Row 2. I genuinely remember Saints Row 2. It's such a good game.
I don't disagree. But like those games didn't have quite the kind of impact, right? They were fine, but people looked at Saints Row 1 and they were like, yeah, you're a GTA clone, right? But like, there's not a whole lot of GTA clones out there, and most of the time they end up cutting out quite a lot of different things, right? There's the one where you're martial arts. Sleeping Dogs, yeah, I love that game.
Sleeping Dogs.
I was just thinking about that. That's the game I was trying to think of just now. I love Sleeping Dogs. They had to cut a lot of stuff out of that compared to a GTA 5, right? It's not a GTA or 4, whichever one it is, right? It's not. It just isn't comparable. It's sort of similar, and that's not the same thing. GTA is very hard to do because you need to spend $1 billion. It's the same reason why it's very, very hard to do a good sports game, right? Because in order to get a good sports game, you have to spend a lot of money. You can't just make an indie little sports game typically.
You have to build a sports game that is not real sports, that will abide by your like rules. Like you're not like something like Rematch, for example. Like Rematch is a game.
Rematch is fun though.
It's not soccer. It's something else.
Yeah.
And it's not trying to sell you soccer. It's trying to sell you Rematch, and that's where I think it could work. Whereas something like a PES, like a Pro Evolution Soccer, when that started falling behind like EA Sports, it was just like, well, why on earth would I play this when you spent like millions and millions of dollars on this when I could just play EAFC?
All the ladies love me back in college. I played PES all the time. Sorry. Had to get that one out there.
You play PES? You don't play PES, they're candies.
Well, that was the acronym for Pro Evolution Soccer, was PES.
Oh, that wasn't a bit, for the record.
That's why I felt the need to explain it, because I was like,
mine was a bit.
Well, yours was, but Trav was correcting you, being like,
I don't know sports games. The only sports games I play are Mario Sports, Mario Tennis, GameCube.
I only know Mario 11ness.
Well, there you go. That's what we think about
this
trailers.
Week's Patreon question of the week.
Yeah.
From BekahSims, if you only had 2 hours left to live and you had to spend that time playing a video game, which game would that be?
And remember, if you wanted to ask us one of these Patreon questions of the week, all you got to do is join our Patreon. $5 a month, $2 a month, I think, is just to throw it into throw as many questions as you want onto our list, and we will pick one of these questions randomly. It's a morph ball. What happened to Baby if Samus turned into a ball?
Yeah, morphed ball. This is what they did with them. Nope, that's a bad joke. Don't
morph ball.
But yeah, patreon.com/crub. Thousands of hours of content. Add to our Patreon question of the week list. Fun stuff. Come through. If I only had 2 hours left, what game would I play?
Mega Man X.
The intro to Persona 4. Because you don't get to gameplay within 2 hours. It's just a cutscene.
It's got to be
interesting.
It's got to be Guitar Hero for me, or Clone Hero, like that type of thing. That's probably the one, because I think I'd get the most out of 2 hours doing that. Because like if I play Lies of P, if I play Sekiro, if I play Bloodborne, I'm not getting 2 hours is not going to get me very much of those games. Like, you know,
well, you're going to die, right? Like it's not about completing it. You are going to die. So I would just choose whatever I was currently playing, because that's clearly what's bringing me enjoyment, right? Like I'm not going to go and try and find something specific. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'd go play Bloodborne, because I wouldn't. I would play whatever I'm currently playing, because boy, I'm going to die. I wouldn't be playing a video game is really the answer, but
yeah,
you know, the conceit of the question is you have to spend that time playing a video game.
You have 2 hours. What game are you playing? Yeah.
Right.
Real answer, probably I would probably play like maybe like a finished copy of like Pokemon Crystal. Like one of my favorite games of all time. Just see like all the Pokemon that I have and be like, oh, I remember the journey we had together. Maybe do some battles.
Oh, so you would go on to like an old game that you've already completed and reminisce about it.
Yeah. And just be
That's
like,
an interesting answer. I like that.
That was some good times I had, and then just die.
Yeah, and then just die. And yeah, that's kind of it for me. I would play whatever I was currently doing.
And
if
then
I
just
had to play a game.
I wanted for the record though that the game that you would be playing for the last 2 hours before you die is High Guard, because that was the game that you were most
I'd be
recently
playing High Guard. That's my answer, Justin.
High Guard.
Yeah, so, there you go.
So, but the unfortunate thing is that there's 4 of us, so one of us can't play High Guard with the other 3.
Hard Guard?
Hard
Hard Guard.
That's my next loot shooter. That's my next 3v3 extraction shooter.
Yeah, Hard Guard. Wow.
Well,
we be guarding the heart.
Well, fellies, I think we've done it.
If game developers listen to us, we would have better trailers. I think I'm comfortable saying
me too.
that.
I'm aligned with that.
And
that's the type of content you can expect here at the CRUBCAST.
Yeah. From all of us at Crub, this has been JTAR9. Adios.